Hey, and welcome to Vegan Steven's Food for All, where I show you the foods I cook in my vegan kitchen, and you should try them too, because it's good for you, your kids, their kids, and the earth. Today we're making chicken tortilla soup. I mean, who doesn't love chicken tortilla soup? It's spicy, packed with flavor, and makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Better yet, this soup costs just $2.69 per serving, and it comes together in 20 minutes. Let's check out our ingredients. First, 2 quarts of veggie stock. Curious about how to make this for free? Check out last week's episode. Next, 16 ounces of store-bought medium salsa. I'm typically into made-from-scratch cooking, but this store-bought salsa saves us a ton of time and adds a quick burst of flavor to the soup. 1 yellow onion, some garlic, canned black beans and corn, 1 can of jackfruit to serve as our chicken substitute, 1 jalapeno, 1 Roma tomato, an avocado, some cilantro, chili powder and cumin to season, and chips to add some textural contrast to our end product. Shout out to Dennis for correctly guessing the subject of this video based on the ingredients alone. Let me grab my cat here. And let's get started. We'll begin with our garlic and onion. Chop the non-root end off your onion. You can make delicious veggie stock out of this for free, so save it in your stockpile. Chop your onion in half. We'll use part of this for garnish and part to saute as the base of our soup. We want to mince the garnish part so we aren't eating huge chunks of raw onion. To this end, make a bunch of closely spaced horizontal slices, then a bunch of closely spaced vertical slices. However close you make these slices is how fine your mince will be. Finish by slicing down through the onion. I place my garnishes onto one dish so they're all in one place when it's time to plate. I had some leftover onion from that half, so I'll set it in my stockpile. We'll saute the other half of our onion as the base of our soup, so we'll dice it rather than mincing. Make 2 horizontal slices, then vertical slices about 1 centimeter apart. Complete the dice by slicing down through the onion at 1 centimeter intervals. I use the onion that sticks to my blade as a guide to ensure an even dice. Place the diced onion on a plate for later, and mince 3 cloves of garlic. Check out my Patreon for an unedited version of this clip. Sprinkle some salt on there so the garlic won't stick to your knife so much, and process to a mince. Place that on the plate with your onion. Then toss your stockpile into a freezer bag and place into the freezer. Next, we'll prep our garnishes. Here we have jalapeno, tomato, lime, avocado, and cilantro. Now these videos take me 1 to 2 hours to edit every minute of video you actually see. So let's just do this. Well, that was easy. Our jalapeno and tomato are minced, lime is wedged, avocado is chunked, and cilantro is chopped. Place those on your garnish plate alongside the minced onion from earlier. Finishing our prep here, we have 1 can of corn, drained and rinsed, 1 can of black beans, also drained and rinsed, and 1 can of jackfruit, drained and rinsed. Jackfruit's an incredible substitute for pulled chicken or pulled pork. You can see how the jackfruit shreds apart just like chicken or pork would. It's also neutral in flavor, so it will soak up the flavors of the soup. Finish shredding the jackfruit, and our prep is complete. Let's make soup! Place 1 tablespoon of oil in a pot on medium heat. Once warm, add in your diced onion, a pinch of salt, 1 teaspoon chili powder, and 2 teaspoons cumin. mix and saute until the onion is translucent. About 3 minutes in here, see all these brown bits at the bottom of our pot? That's called fond, and it's packed with flavor from the caramelized onion and spices. Add a touch of veggie stock to loosen the fond and finish cooking. In with the garlic, stirring constantly to prevent burning. My pot was too hot, so I added some corn and stock to ensure the garlic didn't burn. Add both quarts of veggie stock, the rest of the corn, and the salsa. Stir it up and hey, looks like chicken tortilla soup. Crank your heat up until you reach a simmer. Add in the shredded jackfruit and simmer for about 2 minutes. Now in with the black beans. I'm adding these towards the end of cooking to prevent them from breaking down too much. That's some good looking soup. Finishing up here, kill the heat, and add salt and lime juice to taste. In total, I added the juice of half a lime and about a half tablespoon of salt. How much salt and lime juice you add will vary depending on the stock and the salsa you use. Time to plate. Place a few ladles of soup into a bowl. Slightly crumble some chips in the center. Sprinkle over some onion, jalapeno, and tomato. Place some avocado in the center, a lime wedge on the side, and some cilantro over top. Let's eat soup. All right, let's try some chicken tortilla soup. It's so delicious. I love how simple this is to make. It's amazing how with the simple vegetable stock, by adding some of that salsa, really boosts up the flavor and it tastes just like you would expect tortilla soup to taste. You could go the extra effort to make your own salsa and put it in here, but I don't know how big of a difference that would really make. The spice level for me is good. I went with that medium salsa because I didn't want it to be overpoweringly spicy. It is pretty hot. If you're sensitive to heat, I would probably use mild salsa, and then you can always add some hot sauce or something if you wanted to. The acidity for me was good from the lime. I'm not even gonna squeeze this one in there. Serve it alongside some limes though, just in case your guests would like to add some in. I finished cooking this 15 minutes or so ago, so my tortilla chips have lost their crunch a bit. I would recommend maybe serving it on the side and crunch them in at the last second, or if you want it to look all pretty, maybe stack them in the center, but eat immediately. The jackfruit's great. You can see it just kind of pulls apart. It looks very much like chicken and has a nice texture to it. The avocado is definitely necessary. The fat from the avocado really balances out the heat from the salsa. I love the fresh stuff on top. I would include all of that. All in all, this soup's awesome. It's a 10 out of 10 weeknight meal. From start to finish, it takes maybe 20 minutes and it really delivers on flavor. Highly recommended. Happy cooking. This is a must try at home. So delicious, so simple, and just $2.69 for the serving you saw me eating. Check the video description for an itemized cost breakdown. Support me by subscribing to this channel, telling a friend about it, follow me on Instagram, and consider becoming a patron for as little as $1 a month. Stay tuned for a channel name change coming in a few weeks. Thanks.
She's here with her session she calls The Flight of the Hummingbird, the Curiosity-Driven Life. Elizabeth Gilbert!
Elizabeth who?
Gilbert.
Gilbert! Sweeties, sweethearts, my loves were here and so much